I've told many scary stories over the years, some that happen in dark forests, some in abandoned houses, and some that appear only when you're not looking. This one comes from a small town, quiet streets, Halloween night, a night like any other. Except it wasn't. A group of teenagers were out, walking the neighborhood, collecting candy. They laughed, shouting at each other across the street, holding bags that jingled with wrappers. The air smelled of fallen leaves and cold autumn wind. But then they saw something that shouldn't have been there. At the end of a street they thought they knew, there stood a house none of them had ever seen. Old, Gothic windows darkened, ornate frames curling like claws. Lanterns swayed gently outside, though there was no wind. It seemed alive, watching. The group approached slowly, whispering to each other. The door creaked open. A woman stood there, dressed in old-fashioned clothing, as if she had stepped out of another century. She didn't speak, just extended her hands, offering candy wrapped in white, slightly translucent cloth. One of the boys, braver than the rest, asked, "Is this a new house?" Her voice was calm, almost melodic, but it carried a strange weight. "We have always been here, just not everyone sees us." A chill ran down their spines. The air grew thick. The leaves seemed to still. The teenagers took the candy, hesitant, their fingers brushing the soft fabric. It smelled faintly sweet and faintly metallic, like old iron. No one dared ask anything more. They walked away, glancing back, but the house didn't disappear. Not yet. That night, they laughed off the encounter. Probably some elaborate prank, someone said. But the candy, when they opened their bags at home, was gone, vanished. Even more unsettling, the wrapping had left a faint, wet imprint on their hands, a mark that slowly faded by morning. The next day, curiosity got the better of them. They went back to the street, trying to find the house. The trees were the same, the streets familiar, but the house was gone. Where it had stood, there was nothing but an empty field. Grass swaying in the autumn wind, shadows of trees. No path, no porch, no lanterns. Not a trace remained of the building that had loomed so vividly in their minds the night before. Panic started to rise. "What if we imagined it?" one of them whispered. But they all remembered clearly the candy, the woman, the words. "We have always been here, just not everyone sees us." That Halloween night, a feeling settled over the group. They couldn't shake the thought that they were being watched. Windows at home seemed darker than usual. Shadows seemed to flicker on their walls, moving without wind. No one spoke of the house again, not to friends, not to family. But the legend lingered in their minds. If you see a house that shouldn't exist, do not enter. Do not take what is offered, because some houses are not meant for the living. Some houses take more than your curiosity. I've told you many Halloween stories, some about ghosts, some about the dead, and some about things that are not entirely of this world. But remember this one. The next time you're walking alone, bags full of candy, and you see a house that isn't on any map, that seems older than the world, don't knock, don't smile, and whatever you do, do not take the candy. Because if you do, it may vanish, and maybe so will you.